My father was a meteorologist, a man of physics, and my mother was graduated. But they are very progressive in their thinking, and they raised us as no different to any male children of our time. And we were inspired by them, and we were encouraged by them to take up whatever we feel like. But since my father was a physicist, he wanted us to be scientists. So me and my elder sister chose science, whereas my middle sister chose arts. But my father didn't. Uh, he wanted us to be scientists. At the same time, he was not very assertive in that way. But I myself wanted to study physics like him because he was a physicist. So I applied for after higher secondary. I applied for physics to Jadavpur University. But at the interview, I got admission in physics. But at the interview, uh, there was professors from all faculties, and a professor of geology told me that. Uh, no, I think someone asked me from there. I was not sure then that what is your next to your study, what is you love to do best? So I told them that I like traveling because my father was in transferable job. We went to Nepal in our childhood and other places to Assam, and we traveled many places. So I just said that I like traveling. So he said that in that case, why are you studying physics? In that case, you will be in lab all the time. Whereas if you study geology, you can travel during your study. Not only that, during your career also, you will be travel a lot, be able to travel. So I said, okay, fine. So I just stroke of physics and wrote geology. My father was not very happy, and I was also not sure about what is geology. I had vague idea about geology, but later on I sort of found out. My father told me that it's more suitable for not really suitable for girls, but anyway, you can try. And I also thought I will try for 1 year, and if I don't like it, I will switch over to physics. But I liked it and never regretted it. I liked it so much, and I liked the outdoor field work so much that I never regretted that. So that's the beginning of my study of geology. When you are a student, you have too many ideas, but not uh, and you are at the crossroads. So since after geology, after my MSc, I started my PhD. And while doing my PhD, before completion of PhD, I sat for geological examination of of all India government service, and was selected for that. So I decided to join Geological Survey of India. But at the same time, I wanted to finish my PhD. So after I got a posting at Geological Survey of India, I got um, I was able to submit my PhD thesis and got postdoctorate fellowship. And after 3 years of service in Geological Survey of India, I went abroad and did my postdoctoral at Imperial College with a very prestigious scholarship called Royal Commission for the Exhibition of 1851. With that scholarship, I did field work in Scotland and did my PhD work, postdoctoral work, and but after that, I was again got a chance to work for with a geodynamics international geodynamics project at Uppsala University, Sweden, and spent 2 years over there. After that, I returned. After 5 years in abroad, I returned to GSI, and then I found out that it was a wrong choice. I preferred academic atmosphere, because in GSI you have to do what you are told, and soon I was feeling very restricted, and I had problems in fitting me in with that kind of atmosphere, and it was, I suppose, a setback. And but fortunately, I could decide almost. I mean, after a few months, after 2 years of working there, I could see that I cannot continue like that. So I have to change. So I changed over to fortunately I got a lecturership at Jadavpur University, and I joined Jadavpur University Living Geological Survey of India. So maybe that was a real decision of changeover to leave uh, a little lucrative job, but at the same time, I was not happy there. So it was a good decision, and I joined academic institute, uh, and was free to carry on my research over there. I think they don't need to be Sudipta Sengupta. They must be themselves. Whatever they are in their field. Whether she's a dancer or a scientist or a writer or a whatever she is, she has to follow her own dream. She has to follow what her heart wants her to be, and of course, work hard. Have a goal, work hard, and always remember that there is no option for hard working, and never get upset about temporary setbacks. There always will be some way out. And finally, if you want to win, you will win. That will be my advice to all the youngsters. It will be my first glimpse of Antarctica. It was, it was a bright day, and when we arrived there, it was shining white, vast expanse of ice desert with a blue sky, some penguins over here and there, and that scene has really sort of imprinted in my mind forever. So that was the first, uh, you know, amazing moment in my life, I can say. Maybe. But I think, all these stories of our Purana are very beautiful stories, and they have their own logic when they write those stories. And I take them as it is. And I love to read them, but don't try to find any reality in them or interpret them that the science is not correct or logic is not correct, or find too much in it also. I mean, these days there is lots of uh, attempt to interpret them as scientific endeavors, but I take them as an enjoyable read, and I read them as it is and enjoy them that way only. I think, we are very fortunate, all of us, that we could study what we wanted to study, and got the opportunity to study, and almost could fulfill our dreams. But there are a large number of girls in India that they don't have this opportunity. So I think all the time we should remember that large number of girl child, who didn't have proper education, didn't have the scope in their life to become something which they want to be. And I would like all of us to always to remember them and do something for them, that each and every child in India, especially those girls who have so much potential to become something, have their opportunity, and
be what they want to be.